Coming up on today's show, from fresh hand-rolled pasta to short rib ravioli, this Italian spot is sure to leave you wanting more.
Plus, slow-cooked, flavor-packed, and taking San Antonio by storm, we're digging into some delicious birria from a local spot.
I want it all. And how about some drinks to wash that all down? And the best part is, you can bring your pup. Keep it right here because On the Menu starts right now.
Thanks for tuning in once again to On the Menu. I'm Justin Calderon.
And I'm Christen Urban. I hope your taste buds are ready for this jam-packed show.
Christen, I say we kick things off with a perfect date night spot that is offering upscale Italian here in San Antonio.
I'll never say no to pasta, Justin. I made a trip to Ravello's and got a forkful myself. I want to welcome Ravello's executive chef, Brandon Manning. Good morning.
Good morning.
I am so excited to dive into all of these tasty flavors. What exactly are we going to be cooking up this morning?
We're doing a rigatoni picante. It's a nice creamy vodka sauce pasta.
Wow, sounds like a punch of flavor. So where do we begin?
So we're going to start off with our braised pearl onions and our sausage.
And so tell me a little bit about these braised pearl onions for the people at home. I know that they're packing flavor.
Oh yeah, they got a ton of flavor. So we're cooking them down with chicken stock, butter, a bunch of aromatics, thyme, sage, all that good stuff.
And do you feel like that pairs well with a more tomato type of sauce?
It does. It pairs well, and it also has its own little standout too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the sausage.
So it's just classic Italian sausage. It cooks down in the pan, blends well with the sauce.
Nice, that sounds really tasty with maybe a creamier sauce as well. So just as this is going over here, I see this sauce. Can you just tell me about this flavor combination?
So this sauce has a bunch in it. We start off with garlic, onions, let that caramelize down, deglaze all that with a whole bottle of vodka, flame that up to caramelize the sugars in the vodka also.
Wow. So you got kind of the sweet, you got kind of the punchy from the braised onion, and then you got the meat going. So you have really just a whole combination here with all of these different flavors. I feel like every bite probably packs a little punch.
Exactly.
It sounds so tasty. And just as this is going right here, I can't ignore all of these incredible upscale Italian dishes. Can you just walk me through what we're seeing over here?
So right here's our linguine vongole. It's our seafood pasta. We use little neck clams. It's got a cream-based sauce in there. It's got pepernatas, pancetta, so a bunch of flavors in that one as well.
And then what about this over here? Because I noticed that this is not mozzarella.
No, that's burrata. So it's a little easier to spread on the plate. So goes with the tomatoes a little bit better than mozzarella.
I've been seeing that at some restaurants, so that's good to know. And then what about this over here? This one's intriguing me.
Our ossobuco. So it's a veal lamb shank with a saffron risotto underneath it.
Wow. And then what about this fish over here?
That's our branzino. We do the whole branzino head on, slow roast that, so you get all the flavors from the bones and everything.
Okay,
Yeah.
and so now that we know all about the flavor, I want to bring in Ravello's manager, Ethan Pike, right now, just because I want to know more about kind of the atmosphere out here and just what's going on. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for having us.
Of course. Can you just tell me just a little bit about kind of the vibe out there at Ravello's?
Yeah, so vibe about Ravello's, a fine dining cuisine. We really want somewhere where somebody can have a date night, a celebration, an anniversary, a spot where they can just come out, eat, and enjoy themselves.
And can you tell me just a little bit of the inspiration of this restaurant?
Yeah, so this is going to be our second restaurant. Of course, last week we had Renzo's come in here and, introduce themselves. So a little inspiration about it, authentic classic cuisine, making it fresh, and making sure everything comes out the same way. Consistency is everything, and we want to make sure we provide that.
Yes, for sure. And just for our viewers at home, if they're looking to get in touch with you, they want to try out some of these dishes, where are you all located and how could they find you maybe online?
Yeah, so online we'll be on our website, ravellotx.com, and you can find us at 4272 TPC Parkway, Suite 110. We have a new happy hour menu that just rolled out, so it's going to be Thursday through Sunday, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the bar and lounge only. We have great options on there and some great wines as well to sell.
Thank you so much for your time this morning, Ethan. Thank you so much, Brandon. I'm ready to dive into this.
Wow, Kristen, all those dishes look so good.
I love it when pasta incorporates meat and seafood. I feel like you're getting such a hearty dish right there. And if you want to check out Ravello's, they're located on the north side of San Antonio. That is going to be 281 North TPC Parkway across from the JW Marriott. So really easy to find over there.
Oh, very nice. And from Italian eats to savory tacos, this next spot is sure to take you on a flavor journey.
Okay, so Roma caught up with a James Beard nominated chef over at Taco Police and made some dishes that would make you wish it was Taco Tuesday every day.
Thank you for being with us.
Hello, good morning. Thank you for having me.
Alex, I have to say what's really funny right now is I tried this at home recently to fry the cheese first and it got stuck to the grill. So what is the secret here?
I think it's the cheese.
It's the
We use Oaxaca cheese for our costras.
Okay, and that's what we call the crispy part when you see a taco with that crispy cheese part. But tell me a little bit of Taco Polis. I know that you are from Morelia, Michoacan. Your wife is from Juarez, but you love to travel Mexico. And you said, hey, I'm going to open up an authentic taqueria.
Yeah, so the inspiration behind Taco Polis is maybe a little bit of all the taquerias I visit when I was traveling through Mexico. We have from the carnitas, birrias from Jalisco. We have the champignon that is very typical in Mexico City. So yeah, it's all the different flavors that we like in a taqueria.
Delicious. I'm so glad you brought the champignon, which is mushroom, for today, the start of Lent. You know, a lot of San Antonio participates in this Catholic time of the year. And so today we have some great options. We have the champiñones, but you also brought carnitas.
Carnitas.
Woo, so delicious, so delicious. Okay, what went into your mushroom recipe here? Do you saute them first?
So the champiñones are usually sauté with just salt, and then we mix it with a chile negro.
Okay.
It's kind of a mole, but it doesn't have that many ingredients. It's just chiles.
And it's not as thick, right? The
yeah,
consistency.
yeah.
Okay, so
It's
you use
very savory.
Very savory, and it kind of goes really well with the cheese, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, so once you're grilling the cheese, when do
Yeah.
you know? I'm gonna watch you right now because
Well, once it starts getting a little bit dark on the sides,
Yes.
that's the time when we put our flour tortilla. You can get it in corn or flour.
Okay.
We usually do it on the flour.
Oh wow, this is looking real good,
Let
y'all.
it get a little bit heat up. Then we start getting our tortillas. All our tortillas are corn,
Okay.
except the flour, right? But this is corn. We don't do any flour on our corn tortillas.
Okay. You're saying they're not a mixture; it's
yes,
just corn. I
yes.
see what you mean. Okay. So
And
you
we
heat
get them
those up?
locally from a molino here. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Locally made as well. And I know that you're very passionate about your heritage, the
Yes.
recipes you make, the tacos you serve. But I know that you have also been very vocal in the community about how hard it is to run a small business.
Yeah, so we've owned restaurants for the past 10 years, and lately it's been very hard for us to get more people in. You know, it has to do with a lot of the delivery services and people not going out so much as they used to. And one of the things that we really want to do here in Tacopolis is welcome people to come into the restaurant and have a real taqueria experience like if we were in Mexico City. That's why we have like the bars. We don't have a lot of tables. We have more like standing up.
Like how it is
Yeah.
traditionally.
Yeah.
If you guys have been to Mexico City, whew, so many taquerias, so little time, but a lot of standing. So kind of a win-win because maybe you're burning calories as you're eating your tacos because you're standing.
Well, you're always on the go in Mexico, right?
Yes,
A taco
always.
it's like a quick thing you're getting before you go from home to
Totally.
work or from work to home.
Absolutely. I'm so glad you're bringing this to San Antonio. My dad is from Mexico City, so I'm going to have to take him to your
Oh,
spot
please
because he always stands and eats. I'm like, Dad, sit down. He's like, no, I'm good. But it's also a chef thing. The chefs never sit down.
We never do.
Never sit down. Okay, so the carnitas are on here.
Yeah, we're gonna put a little bit of crust in it.
Okay.
We cook them in lard and salt. That's it. We don't do any Coca-Cola or any sodas.
simple.
Very simple.
Okay.
It takes a long time. We usually cook them for 5 hours.
Wow.
The birria that we make, it's Jalisco
Style.
recipe. And then the barbacoa, we do lamb barbacoa, which is from like Hidalgo and that kind of stuff. So it's all different places. A lot of people ask us, where's the guisada? And we don't have guisada, unfortunately, but
That's okay. You have a lot of other options for people to explore.
Yeah.
Let's finish assembling. Is the champignon ready?
the champignon is ready.
Here we go.
So we
Okay.
have this one.
Yes.
And usually, cilantro, cebolla.
Okay.
our green sauce is very hot.
Oh no, because I want to eat this, so I won't be able to. Sorry, I'm gonna skip the chile. I know. Can I put some cebollita too?
Yeah.
I love pickled onion, guys.
Yeah.
It's just, I could eat a whole bucket of this. Okay, Alex, where are you located so everyone can go visit you guys? I know you serve breakfast and dinner.
Yeah, so we open Tuesday to Sunday, Tuesday to Saturday, breakfast and lunch from 9 to 2, and then we reopen for dinner 5 to 9.
Okay.
We're on 1604 Fredericksburg Road, a little bit down the street from here.
Okay, perfect. Well, not too far, guys, and you guys can truly experience an authentic, Mexicano style taqueria.
The melted cheese on that taco, I want it all. Extra limes too. I love lime on a taco.
That definitely looks so great. But Christen, I gotta ask you, are you a corn or flour girl?
Honestly, both. If I go to a Mexican restaurant, I usually ask for both. Why not?
Hey, good choice, guys. And if you want to check these tacos out, you can check them out at Taco Police, located at 1604 Fredericksburg Road. But after the break, we're showcasing Italian eats and diving into a one-of-a-kind wine cave experience. Vino Grotto is next on the menu.
Welcome back to On the Menu. Trade the ordinary for a glass of something extraordinary at this next culinary destination.
Roma caught up with Vino Grotto, where a cozy wine cave and global pours and gourmet bites come together for an ultimate hill country escape.
Kim Stevens, you are the owner of Vino Grotto, this lovely establishment that we're in right now. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for coming here.
And tell me a little bit about what inspired you to open such a unique concept for San Antonio.
Yes, well, I came from the corporate world and the busy life, and that downtime is so critical. And I decided to leave that and connect more and offer something. I really wanted to create a place that felt like you were getting away, a place you can relax on your downtime and kind of take a pause and get away without having to travel to do that, but feel like you're in another place.
And we certainly do. Why this type of feel? Why the cave vibe in here?
It probably inspired from some other wine trips that I've taken where that's where I felt the most relaxed and calm. And so I really kind of brought that into us. We don't have anything like that in San Antonio. So I really inspired from an Oregon cave that I went to in a wonderful tasting with friends. And I was just like, I want to bring that here. But it's also brought other countries and other wine regions. It kind of all morphed into something much bigger even.
So fun, and I know you also want to create that ambiance of fun, welcoming, and community. Tell me why you also love to host events here and why people would want to consider hosting an event here.
Right, so that's really what those events. We do wine education and trivia bingo on Sundays, fun days. It really brings that community and brings people here, first-time guests, and they become regular guests. And that's what we want, is that community. We want people coming in and coming back. There's nothing more rewarding than seeing people happy and feeling good.
I know that besides wine, you also have a menu. Tell me what inspired that.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny. Some of our guests say they came for the wine and were surprised by the menu. And really, the food is really personal to me. I mean, my mother was Italian and French, and cooking was a way she expressed love. And she's no longer with us. She's my late mother, and I really wanted to bring something that she has taught me. And she has an Italian sauce and meatballs, and it was one of my favorite things. And so that's one of our signature dishes. Offering that is a way to kind of bring her here. Mm-hmm. She never knew I was going to do something like this, and so it's a way of keeping her here and also expressing that love. Then I also bring some things that I do for my family here, like our grilled cheese and things like that. So it's kind of an extended family.
Very personal, very special. Your mom is so proud right now that you have this wonderful place. If people want to get out here, I know you're closed on Mondays, mm-hmm. but when else can they come visit you?
We are open Tuesday through Sundays. Tuesday through Thursday, we're here 4 to 10. Friday, Saturday, it's 4 to 11, and Sunday is noon to 9. And Sunday is our Sunday fun day. We really are proud of that, where we have trivia bingo, all day happy hour. We watch football, and we have people that come every week. We have people that try to come every week, but we have a lot of fun. It's a great day.
Kim, do people need reservations?
We recommend it. You don't have to. You feel free to come, but on our busy days, and we're still in that first year, so sometimes some days are busier than others. So we do recommend a reservation, but if we have the space, we are not going to turn you away.
Well, thank you for your time. Congratulations on opening up such a neat spot for our city.
All right, thank you.
Christen, I've been there and it really is such a cozy spot.
It looks like the perfect escape, and if you want to check it out, you can find Vino Grata located at 19338 Babcock Road, Suite 209. But stick around, because coming up, how about sipping on an ice cold drink while hanging out with your best furry friend? We've got just the spot for that when we return.
Welcome back to On the Menu. Well, you need a spot where both you and your pup can unwind. At this next spot, the drinks are cold and the tails are wagging and good times are always on tap.
I stopped by Hops and Hounds and made some new furry friends myself. And I'm joined by Izzy. She's one of their bartenders out here, and we're going to be shaking things up this morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are y'all?
Good. I'm so excited to just get into all of this. And so for our viewers at home, can you just tell me a little bit about what we're going to be making?
Yeah, so we have 4 house cocktails coming up this Sunday. 2 of them are going to be for the 2 sports teams playing, and then we have 2 halftime cocktails.
Oh, very fun. Okay, let's dive into all of these flavors. So where do we begin?
Yeah, so the first cocktail we're going to be doing is the Patriots cocktail. And so it's going to be some Western Sun raspberry, a little bit of Malibu, and then some blue curacao. So we can work on that right now.
Okay. So let's just start with that first ingredient right there. So how much of this are you adding?
We're going to be adding half an ounce of Western Sun raspberry.
Okay, so you got half an ounce going there.
Uh-huh.
And then can you just tell me, as you're making this, a little bit of the inspiration behind these drinks?
Yeah, so one of our biggest inspos here is we like to do colored themes for the cocktails, trying to find flavors that work together and then also that are representative of the teams or whatever we're supporting.
Okay, very fun. So you have something for the Seahawks fans at home and the Patriots fans at home.
Yeah.
And so can you just tell me a little bit more about what you're adding here?
Yeah, so I'm adding blue curacao next. We're gonna do 3/4 of an ounce there. And then, so we have all of the liquors in. We're gonna give it a good shake.
Awesome, and then you're just gonna be shaking that up right
Yeah,
there.
give it a good shake, get all the cocktails, things mixed in there.
Okay, perfect. And so obviously we see all of these little pups out here enjoying themselves. So can you just tell me a little bit of the inspiration behind Hops and Hounds and why y'all wanted a place really that pets could really enjoy?
Yeah, I mean, when we first opened our old location, we had a big outdoor space and we knew that people wanted to come somewhere where they can watch sports, bring their pets, family friendly, and it's just grown, and we've been at this location for about 2 years now. And it's been great.
That's awesome. And so you're topping this off right here. So what else are you adding?
We're adding a little bit of Sprite, and then we're gonna do a splash of cranberry juice to top it off.
I love all the colors that are going on over here. And then can you just tell me a little bit about this cocktail that we saw at the top of the show?
Yeah, so we're making that right now.
Okay,
yeah.
perfect. And then can you tell me a little bit about this second drink we're gonna be making?
Yeah, the second drink we're gonna be making is the Seahawks drink.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna start that off with some seersucker gin. We're gonna do 3/4 ounce.
So you got the gin going there. And did you want to kind of use different alcohols and things in the different cocktails for the Super Bowl to kind of give people more variety?
Yeah, more variety, more flavors. I feel like this one's a little sweeter and this one's a little more for people that like things less on the sweet side.
Okay, very fun. And so I understand as well, so we're behind the bar right now, but y'all have all these seating areas, but you also have kind of a little dog park going on for the doggies. So if you want to just kind of let them roam and play, they can kind of hang out over there while you're maybe sipping on a cocktail.
Yeah, we have a great big area back there for the dog parks to run around, and then we have, you can have them on a leash back here and watch the game.
Okay. And so what are you adding right now?
I'm adding elderflower, a liqueur.
Very nice. And then what flavor does that bring out, the elderflower?
Like floral. It pairs really well with the gin.
Okay, very cool.
And then to top it off, a little bit of lime juice.
A little bit of lime juice. So you got kind of that flower, that lime. This one sounds super refreshing.
It's very refreshing. It's a great drink.
And then can you just tell me just a little bit more about what people can experience when they come out here to Hops and Hounds?
Yeah, so we have great food truck options. We have 2 food trucks that are here full time. And then we also have our coffee bar. So if you want coffee, there's pizza over there. We have a great big screen outside for people that love sports to watch the game.
Awesome.
Oh, well, Christen, I need to get me a dog so I can go out there and enjoy it to the fullest.
I must say all the pups out there were very, very happy. And if you want to check out Hops and Hounds, they're located downtown at 1123 Avenue B.
And Christen, the Italian food scene here in San Antonio never ceases to amaze me.
Okay, so it's fitting that you mentioned that, Justin, because our next showcase is utilizing recipes from iconic cities like Rome, Florence, and Venice. Here's a look at Antino's dishes.
I want to welcome Chef Ali Gishayish. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you so much,
I've
Roma.
been waiting all hour. First the wings we made earlier, and now this. Definitely, I am hungry.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here and great to see you.
Yes, congratulations on 1 year. That is awesome. You must be so happy.
Of course.
Okay, well, let's get to a celebration of food. How about that? We'll make a dish to celebrate your 1 year.
Of course. So what we are going to do today, chicken gorgonzola fettuccine. One of the popular dishes. So I'm going to share the recipe with you
Let's
guys.
do it, Chef. What is the first thing we need to do to make this?
So the first thing we need to do, we just need a little bit of butter.
Here you go. Butter for you. Butter always seems to make everything just better, right?
Everything make it better, taste better, and creamier.
Oof,
So
okay.
we're gonna do that.
Is that enough?
That's enough.
Okay, that's enough butter. All right. What's next?
And next, we're gonna add a little bit of garlic.
Okay. Just the whole thing or a little pinch? You
Just
think?
half of the amount.
Half of the
Yeah.
amount. All right, y'all. I love garlic, so I think that is perfect amount right there for sure. And then you're gonna
This.
stir it all
So
up.
just stir it a little bit,
Okay.
just to make it faster.
Yes.
And after that, we're gonna add the sun-dried tomato. So if you
Okay.
can help me with that.
All of it?
You can add the whole amount.
Yes. Yum. I love sun-dried tomatoes, Chef. They're just so delicious.
It's so delicious and just add a lot of flavors to the dish.
I have to agree with you. And so 1 year at Antino's, what inspired you to start the restaurant to begin with, and now to see you have been here 1 year and probably many, many more years ahead?
We're always like cooking at home, and we're
Yes.
trying different dishes, and that we know, like for us, like in general, people they like to get together, eating,
Yes.
celebrating together.
Yep.
So we don't want to do that just at home
You wanna
between the
share.
family. We want to create a bigger family with whole San Antonio.
Oh, I want to come to your house though now. Oh my
You
goodness, I
are
can only
welcome anytime.
imagine the food you are making because y'all, this smells incredible right now. Okay, next step.
Next, we're gonna add the cream.
Cream. What kind of cream? Does it matter what to use if someone's trying
You
to make
can
this?
use if it's like milk, if you want
Oh, okay.
more fat that make it creamier, then you can use heavy cream.
Great, okay.
And there are like different, of course, percentage, like 36% or 40%.
Oh, okay. Okay, sounds good. Thank you for that tip.
You are welcome.
So then this kind of gets a little red, a little orangey, kind
Just
of.
a little bit.
Okay.
And now we can add salt and pepper.
Okie dokie, I've got you here. And usually it's so funny, people always ask how much, but you kind of just taste, right?
It's more for the taste because sometimes people they like little bit of salt.
Sure.
Other person may like little more. So
Sure.
it depends on your taste. But we're gonna go with a specific measurement. That's what I'm using as general recipe.
Maybe a little
Yeah,
more,
maybe a
there.
little more.
Okay.
And then
The
we
pepper?
can have the white pepper, which
Okay.
is for creamy sauce. I encourage people to use white pepper
I love peppers.
because
Put it
give
on there.
perfect flavor.
Okay, I think I need a little more salt though, if I'm really thinking about it. There we go. Perfect.
Awesome.
And I see, I love how it's bubbling up
Okay.
there.
And now we're gonna add 2 spoons of grated Parmesan cheese.
Yes, sir. Okie dokie. 2.
2
Okay.
spoons.
I'll do big ones. Make it extra cheesy and delicious.
Oh, we're gonna add more later
Oh,
for
okay,
garnishing.
okay, perfect.
And while this just start like stir it a little bit,
Uh-huh.
just mix it with the sauce and get it like thicker and creamier.
Yes.
Now we need to add the gorgonzola. That's what's gonna give us the right flavor.
Why, chef, sometimes I can, sometimes I cannot. It's kind of like blue cheese, so it sometimes makes me like not want to eat it, but then I have a feeling in this because
Oh, that's a good amount.
oh, it'll be
Yeah.
nice and creamy in here. So
It's creamy because gorgonzola, it's creamier than
Yeah.
blue cheese.
Okay.
And that's I mean, the flavor a little bit. I mean, I'm not saying probably blue cheese sharper, but
Sure, a
this
little bit
one,
it is, yeah. And this one is, I feel like even with the amount we put in here with the
I
ingredients,
guess more mild.
a good balance.
Yeah.
Yes. Okie dokie. So that's gonna melt down a little bit.
So I'm gonna melt that, and
Sure.
then the last thing we need to add the spinach.
Oh, okay.
So same thing, the amount you like, but
Okay.
it's more likely. I mean, for me, I'm gonna use half of the amount.
Yeah, because
I
it
have.
shrinks a lot.
Yeah. So
Okay.
to have enough amount,
Sounds
and for
good.
me, I just like do it the last step
Okay.
to keep it look green instead of
Perfect.
kind of fry it if I
Yes,
use
yes.
it in the beginning.
Okay, and then
So-
I know after this you were going to prepare the entire dish, right?
Yes,
Okay.
we're gonna plate it to see how you can make it beautiful, especially for
Okay,
Valentine's.
I'll do this
time.
while you go and make the chicken nice and
Okay.
thin and delicious. I'll just stir here. I'm gonna be chef for a moment here.
So
I don't
here
have
I have the chicken already
perfect.
ready to plate
It
it.
looks so good, chef. So you cut it up in slices.
Yeah.
And you already have your fettuccine cooked, correct?
And you can definitely, if you are not fan of fried chicken, which is my favorite, but you can always switch it with a grilled chicken.
Sure.
If you want to go a little bit healthier.
Okay.
Like-
Well, I know this will be so delicious once it is completed. I thank you so much for being with us today.
Sure, thank you so much.
Happy 1-year anniversary.
Thank you.
Kristen, holy mola, that was a lot of gorgonzola in that dish.
Yes, it was. And I've been over to Antino's before, and they have this gnocchi pasta. I don't know if you've tried gnocchi pasta before, but I highly recommend it.
It all looks so good. And if you want to check out Antino's, you can find them located at 5826 Babcock Road.
Well, that'll do it for today's culinary journey.
From tastes of Italy, Mexico, and even a dog-friendly hangout spot, we hope you enjoyed this flavor-filled trip around San Antonio.
We hope you'll join us next time for more dishes, drinks, and fun on the menu.